Hi guys, my name is Denise. I am a manifestation coach. Welcome to my channel. It is Sunday. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done this. Last month was a busy month with birthdays and vacations and celebrations and all that good stuff. But we're back on it. So we are reading Neville's The Power of Awareness, and today I am on chapter 5, The Truth That Sets You Free. The drama of life is a psychological one in which all the conditions, circumstances, and events of your life are brought to pass by your assumptions. Since your life is determined by your assumptions, you are forced to recognize the fact that you are either a slave to your assumptions or their master. To become the master of your assumptions is the key to undreamed of freedom and happiness. You can attain this mastery by deliberate conscious control of your imagination. You determine your assumptions in this way. Form a mental image, a picture of the state desired, of the person you want to be. Concentrate your attention upon the feeling that you already are that person. First, visualize the picture in your consciousness. Then feel yourself to be in that state as though it actually formed your surrounding world. By your imagination, that which was a mere mental image is changed into a seemingly solid reality. So, if you have the idea of what you want and you have formed the visualization, you formed the picture, you know what it looks like, but you're struggling to get into that feeling state of it, simply while holding that concept idea, ask yourself, in imagination and or on paper is fine too, ask yourself, what will it feel like when I have that? What does it feel like to have that? How do I feel when I'm living that? How do I feel as that person? How do I feel in that experience? You can word it any way you want, but you're probing your subconscious with a question that it will want to answer for you via manifestation. So for those of you that struggle with getting into the feeling state, that's how you do it. You start questioning it. What is that feeling state? What will it feel like? And just practice that. It won't take long if you practice it. Typically, it's just a few days that you start, if even that long, that you start to go, oh, I know it. Okay, I'm starting to get it. And then you have these, more images and visualizations of the details, and you just build this beautiful reality that you then just effortlessly step into. All right. The great secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention firmly and repeatedly focused on the object to be accomplished. So you do not have to detach from your desire. You don't have to detach from it. You don't have to let it go. You don't have to be okay with it not happening. Like, all of that is just, when people get into the state of the wish fulfilled, that part kind of happens naturally. And so they think that that's the goal. That's not the goal. You can want what you want. You can focus. In fact, you should keep focusing on it. However, you want to focus from having it, not thinking of having it. Not thinking, oh, I wish I had that. How can I get that? What do I need to do to get that? Is that possible for me? Like, just being aware of it and thinking of it versus this is how it's going to feel when I have that. I can't wait. I'm so grateful. This is amazing. Just the fact that I have been planted this desire means that's available to me. A huge difference there. And what you're really detaching from is the limiting beliefs, assumptions, the concept that you can't have it. You're detaching from all of that, the resistance to it. You're detaching from the negative story about it. You're letting all that go, and then you're letting yourself accept that your desire is fulfilled. It cannot be emphasized too much that by creating an ideal within your mental sphere, by assuming that you are already that ideal, you identify yourself with it and thereby transform yourself into its image, thinking from the ideal instead of thinking of the ideal. Every state is already there as mere possibilities, as long as we think of them, but is overpoweringly real when we think from them. This was called by the ancient teachers subjection to the will of God, or resting in the Lord. And the only true test of resting in the Lord is that all who do rest are inevitably transformed into the image of that in which they rest. Just that sentence right there. All who do rest are inevitably transformed into the image of that in which they rest. Thinking from the wish fulfilled. You become according to your resigned will, and your resigned will is your concept of yourself and all that you consent to and accept as true. You, assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled and continuing therein, take upon yourself the results of that state. Not assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are ever free of the results. When you understand the redemptive function of imagination, you hold in your hands the key to the solution of all your problems. Every phase of your life is made by the exercise of your imagination. Determined imagination alone is the means of your progress, of the fulfilling of your dreams. It is the beginning and end of all creating. The great secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention firmly and repeatedly focused on the feeling of the wish fulfilled until it fills the mind and crowds all other ideas out of consciousness. What greater gift could be given to you than to be told the truth that will set you free? The truth that sets you free is that you can experience in imagination what you desire to experience in reality, and by maintaining this experience in imagination, your desire will become an actuality. All assumptions, this isn't in the book, all assumptions, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. You are limited only by your uncontrolled imagination and lack of attention to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. When the imagination is not controlled and the attention not steadied on the feeling of the wish fulfilled, then no amount of prayer or piety or invocation will produce the desired effect. When you can call up at will whatsoever image you please, when the forms of your imagination are as vivid to you as the forms of nature, you are master of your fate. You must stop spending your thoughts, your time, and your money. Everything in life must be an investment. And then there's a nice little poem here by Dr. George W. Carey. Visions of beauty and splendor, forms of a long-lost race, sounds and faces and voices from the fourth dimension of space. And on through the universe boundless, our thoughts go lightning shod. Some call it imagination, and others call it God. I'm going to look up shod. I've never seen that word before. I think I know what it means anyhow. All right. There you go, guys. So next week we will be on chapter 6. All right. Happy Sunday. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.